when you have that experience in which you think you can command demons, you start getting crazy. So for to be frank, I literally entered spaces in which 100% demonic activity was happening, and I would literally just be wild and out in those spaces. And quite frankly, nothing would happen to me. Nothing would happen to me. I would be like, oh, you just did some demonic things. You just did some weird sacrifice. I'm gonna come here tonight, and I'm gonna do my thing, and nobody would do anything. And it would, when you, to end the rant, because I know Jason's back, and I do talk a lot. When you have the power, when you have the authority of Christ, guys, you act different, and that's also a different thing. That's a different world, because the devil also sifts through everybody who Christ has given authority to, and your pride can manifest in so many different ways. So for a good year and a half or 2 years, I had extraordinary pride. I would do extremely insane things because I could, because no one's gonna kill me. And no one's gonna say anything. And guess what happened? Nobody did anything or said anything. You're like literally a God in Christ. Like, I'm not gonna lie, you were just a God in Christ. And I realized, hey, you gotta chill, because now you gotta explain too much to people who don't believe in Christ. And now those people who don't believe in Christ were taught Christ through religions and things that are not Christ. And now they don't believe in you, and you also have to challenge your own faith, because sometimes you might not even have. Actually, I never lost faith ever in my life. I never did that in my life. But
is there anything that could cause you to lose faith?
No, not at all.
Not at all.
Not at all.
So you be like Job Jr.
I can be extreme Job. I can even right now, in my lifetime, do the most insane things you would think are insane. But I would never lose faith in Christ, because faith is different than a belief in whether or not my money is worth something tomorrow because of inflation or something like that, or whether or not I'm going to spend my whole life working a job to get money. Faith is bigger than that. Faith is Jesus. So I've never lost faith in my life, and that's the only thing that I can say to myself that I never once lost, because I know that belief is extreme power, not in a selfish sense, but like, yeah.
So check this out. So next thing. So you do a lot of work at the Department of Defense. A lot of stuff going on.
Yeah.
So we'd be concerned about any other country's tech in regards to their defense capacities.
Yeah, I think. Well, actually, if we want to truly be America, we should stop this nonsense about DEI. We should stop this nonsense about everyone's different. We should stop positioning people in spaces and places in which they themselves. Imagine you're a 5-year-old and somebody's telling you, oh man, you're black and this is why we can't X, Y, Z do this. That's stupid. We have a population of 330 million. A lot of that 330 million are young population, less than 18 years old. That's probably close to 50 million people. Let's encourage those 50 million people to recognize, guys, America is the future. You should encourage the next generation of children who you will find through the beautiful wife, through the beautiful husband you find. And then maybe whatever you want to define what that looks like, but let's stop having wars with each other. That's so stupid. Come on. China doesn't have war with itself. That's the dumbest thing in the world. Stop trying to create wars between people who already believe that America is already great. That's the dumbest thing in the world. Let's focus on, we know America's great. You say you want to make America great again. Let's bring the people who are black, Chinese, Asian, Hispanic, white, Middle Eastern, doesn't matter, who believe that this is possible, and let's arm them with information, with technology, with access, with AI, with all the things that make us disruptive. Each region has a focus. Alaska, Arctic security, maritime security, sensing infrastructure, amazing. Montana, they have their own sensing infrastructure as well. They have photonic information, they have photonic energy. They're a genius. Let's focus and leverage the fact that each one of these regions are pockets and access either to ways in which you can reimagine the commercial world, but also ways to reimagine the talent pipeline. Let's build America for something great.